This is the Sunday Business Page with John Delano.
Good morning, I'm John Delano. Welcome to another home edition of the Sunday Business Page. And our very special guest this morning is Jordan Golin, who is the CEO of Jewish Family and Community Services. Jordan, nice to be with you this morning.
Thanks for having me, John.
So your organization here in Pittsburgh has really been a leader in refugee settlement of all types of folks here in the Pittsburgh area. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Sure. Well, since our organization was founded in 1937, we've been resettling refugees, people fleeing persecution from all over the world, and helping them to create a new life here in the Pittsburgh region. As I said, we work with refugees from all parts, but most recently, we've been working with the people who are fleeing Afghanistan, both the folks who have been supporting the U.S. government and the U.S. military in Afghanistan, as well as now some other individuals who are fleeing the country.
Well, that, of course, is why I wanted to have you on the show to talk to us a little bit about Afghans who are coming to Pittsburgh. Tell us what the status is. You've already settled some families, more to come?
Yeah, just in the past couple of weeks, we have resettled 3 families, total about 13 people. We have 2 more families on the way, although we don't know exactly when they'll be arriving. But there will be many more to come. We unfortunately don't get information until the very last minute. The last family that arrived, we received 5 hours of advance notice. And when they arrive, we go and meet them at the airport. We find them a safe place to live, housing. We enroll the kids in school, make sure they have medical care, everything that they need to be successful and to be integrated into life here in Pittsburgh. And most importantly, of course, we work with them to obtain employment. So the adults in the families have jobs and can become self-sufficient within a very brief period of time, becoming just another neighbor in a Pittsburgh community.
If I understand correctly, the State Department has now created another category of refugee in addition to those who provided direct assistance to the U.S. military. Will you expect to get a number of these folks? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the folks who are helping the military and the government are called SIVs. They have special immigrant visas. And the newest category that the government has created are called parolees. And the parolee category is a category that's only created when there are special humanitarian emergency situations occurring, such as what's going on right now in Afghanistan. And so JFCS, we resettle individuals, as I said, from all over the world. Our plan this year had been to resettle about 250 refugees, only a small percentage of those being from Afghanistan. But with the new parolee category, our numbers have doubled. So now we're expecting over the course of the year to resettle between 400 and 500 refugees, about half of whom will be coming from Afghanistan.
That's terrific. What is it that we can do here in Pittsburgh to help you welcome these folks to Pittsburgh?
Well, with numbers like this, our organization can't do this work by ourselves. We desperately need the community to help us in many, many ways. And so we have what's called a community sponsorship model in which different organizations can sign up and take on some of the role of helping to make sure that the new arrivals are resettled properly, that they understand how to get by and how to raise their families in Pittsburgh. And so we already have several churches and synagogues who have signed on and have agreed to become partners in this community sponsorship model. So if the viewers belong to congregations, would like to get involved, they can reach out to us and help with that. The United Way of Southwestern Pennsylvania has posted a fundraising page to help raise money to go toward the Afghan refugees when they arrive here in Pittsburgh, so people can donate that way. They can write letters. We have a letter writing campaign. We'll be creating a book of welcome letters that we'll be distributing to the new Afghan arrivals here in Pittsburgh so that people can write down their thoughts and make sure that when the Afghans arrive, they know that they are wanted here, that they're welcome here. If people want information about that, they can go onto our website, which is at jfcspgh.org/help. And there are a whole list of ways that people can get involved.
Well, Jordan Golin, thank you so much with Jewish Family and Community Services. Thanks for all the work you're doing here in Pittsburgh. Much appreciated.
Well, thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching this edition of the Sunday Business Page. Have a great Sunday, everybody.